Good day, and welcome to another in our series of daily meditation. Today's meditation is entitled God's Divine Tenderness, Ministering to the Despairing Heart. 1 Kings 19, verses 5 to 9. Divine is one word that only goes alongside the Godhead. So in case of God's divine tenderness, the extra force of tenderness is being explored. Elijah at this point in his life had reached the climax or pinnacle, so he thought. I myself think along that same line. Even though he had just proven how big God is, I think the human side of Elijah got the better of him. Like many of us, when we are in the ascendancy position, we are great and everything about God seems powerful. But change the moment, we become weak, can't think right, and everything is mixed up. Have you ever seen some Christians that have been so religious and after a while they seem faded and you have to wonder what happened? Elijah seemed to be one such person. He was running scared after just showing how big God is. He is now in despair and literally gave up. But God's divine tenderness shows that only God has authority over the despairing heart.
There's nothing quite as pleasant as a happy, smiling face. It says a lot about you and dictates you any place. Your life could only be pretty if you don't have miseries. And the way to really fight them is with Jesus in your life. So keep on living your life for Jesus. Only Jesus can give you hope. He's the most effective formula for fighting sin and shame.
Elijah wanted God to take his life, stating that it is enough in verse 4. Perhaps he had come to expect the spiritual high life of extraordinary events. He was to learn another dimension of service. In verse 5, Elijah, overwhelmed with fear and fatigue, lay down under a juniper tree and wished for death. This highlighted the depth of his despair and the toll that his prophetic mission had taken on him. It is a poignant reminder that even great spiritual leaders can experience profound discouragement and exhaustion. God's response to Elijah's plight is compassion, manifested in an angel touching him and providing him with food and drink. This act of nourishment signifies God's care and provision in times of need. It also emphasizes that physical and spiritual sustenance are both essential, especially during difficult times. After eating and drinking, Elijah was strengthened for a journey for 40 days and 40 nights to Horeb, the Mount of God, as seen in verse 8. This indicates that God not only provides for our immediate needs, but also prepares us for the challenges ahead. The 40 days and 40 nights of wandering to Mount Horeb were doubtlessly symbolic to Elijah. It should remind him of Moses and the children of Israel, from whose experience he was to learn a spiritual lesson. You may read of those experiences in Exodus 34:28 and Numbers 14:26-35. In closing, be reminded that God's divine tenderness emphasizes God's compassion and loving care. In moments of despair, God does not abandon us. Instead, He draws near to comfort and support us. Thank you for listening to our daily meditation. Today's meditation was written by Brother Melbourne Campbell